welcome to another mass talk. I just cleaned my face because I actually wasn't gonna do a mass talk, and then I was like, oh, I should do a mass talk. I don't know if this has anything in it. Let's see. Circle, circle. Circle, circle, circle. There's a peeling. No, deep cleansing. So, me and my husband have a new obsession, which is coins. We started noticing the women's quarters that are out, and that just sparked us to be like, oh, well, we had sets for the state quarters when we were younger. We should finish that set and work on the other sets as well, because, you know, there's America the Beautiful, and then there's the women's quarters. So we decided to do that, and we became obsessed pretty quickly. We went through all of the quarters that we had, and then we went through all of the quarters that his parents had, and I went through all the quarters that my mom has, and we still didn't complete any of our sets doing that. So then we got $100 worth of quarters, and we went through all that, and then we got another $100 worth of quarters, and we went through all that. So now we're around our third $100 worth of quarters, and we'll see how that goes. We haven't opened them yet. But some interesting finds. So people who weren't in the coin game, as I'm going to refer to it as, may not know that there are different mints, first of all. There is the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. Those two are the ones that make circulating coins these days. So you can collect complete sets from both. Technically, if we weren't looking at the mints, we do have a complete state set. But if we're looking at the mints, we do not. And there's also the San Francisco mints. Now, these ones are not supposed to be in circulation. These ones are meant for uncirculated, like, collectors. They make the proof ones, which are the silver ones, like, whole 9 yards, right? So we got our quarters, and tell me why in these pack of quarters we found 6 San Francisco mints. 6 of them. They're not supposed to be in circulation. Tell me, my theory is somebody stole their uncle's coin set, didn't know how much it was actually worth, and just decided to cash them in as regular quarters. Because, especially if they're, like, in their sets, they would be worth a little bit of money. Like, more than 25 cents, at least. And even them not out of their sets are still worth money. So it's like, you could have got more money for this. Not thinking. So we got 6 of those. So that's pretty sweet. We also found a silver quarter, which I'm realizing very hard to find. So that's quarters before 1965. So 1964 and before. And also dimes, 1964 and before. We haven't found any of those, though. And I was surprised that we found the silver quarter. But maybe it was with those S quarters. I don't know. Just a theory. Another thing that you wouldn't know, unless you're in the coin game, is that there are different, like, errors in coins, and there's certain popular errors. So in the original set, the Delaware, you could have what's called a spitting horse, which we have one of. Actually, it's from my husband's original quarters, so that's kind of cool. And it literally looks like the horse is spitting. Neat thing. And then, is it Mississippi? I don't know, it has flowers on it. And this cactus. I don't know if that would be Mississippi. I don't know. One of the M states, I believe. And covering, like, the initials of the artist. That is also an error. A popular error coin. Oklahoma also has some popular errors, which is the leaves on the corn. It could be upwards, it could be downwards. Both of those errors. And we haven't got one of those yet. We have the other two. We'll have that one. And then there's just, like, I think there's more than that. There's a lot of different errors on the state quarters because they're so long ago. And the first time they're like redoing everything. But also you get like die chips or die cracks. And you can have some like big ones, you have smaller ones. I know on the America the Beautiful, the Teddy Roosevelts, there is a common die crack that I feel like nobody talks about. But it's like right by the tip of his hat. And there's a little dot there. And some of them are bigger and some of them are smaller. We have a bunch of them. So super common, I think. Oh, also on the original set, Alaska, on the bear claws has a very common error where it looks like the last two claws are like combined. That one's like super popular. Like all of our Alaska peas have that. So interesting. I don't think there's any more. There's just like a bunch of like different die cracks that we found. And then we also are collecting pennies. So we're collecting all the wheat pennies and the 2009. I don't know if you guys know this. You probably don't look at your pennies that often. You probably know about the wheat pennies. They're out for a long time, and people talk about them. But in 2009, they released a little series, a 4-part series, dedicated to Lincoln. I think for his birthday, like a significant birthday. I could be wrong. I don't know. But they did. They released these coins. We have 2 of them. We've found multiple, but we only have 2 of the set. We're hoping to find more. We actually got $5 worth of pennies and went through those. We only found like 4 more wheat pennies. And I tell you something. I had a penny collection when I was younger. Just like, I don't know. I was a weird child. I organized my pennies into different dates. And so they're organized from like 1912 to like 2006. And I don't know what happened to those pennies. I may have given them in some kind of drive, like a coin drive, penny drive or something. Maybe when Hurricane Katrina hit. Maybe. I know I did give a lot of coins during that. But I don't know if I gave up my pennies. I feel like I had my pennies for a long time. But I don't know where they are. I can't find them. And if I had them, they'd be with me. Because everything I've ever had that I've kept is with me. It is not with anybody else. So, I don't know. I don't know. Unless my dad stole them on one of his stealing sprees. Because he stole my quarters one time. And I was like, somebody stole my quarters. And he was like, that was me. He may have also been the person stealing money from my safe. Cannot confirm. I thought it was somebody else. Could still be the other person. But also, he lived in that house. So, did he steal like $500 from me? I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, back to the coins. Here's cool coins. I also have like the gold. Are they actually gold? I don't know. The gold, like, John Adams, Sacagawea, it's a John Quincy Adams, people, a set. And then a really old Liberty coin. So, got some cool stuff in the collection. I also got a couple $50 bicentennials. We have a bunch of, like, Crossing the Delaware and the bicentennial ones. After the women's set, they're doing a commemorative historical set for 2026, and then they're moving on to youth sports for their next big set. So that's kind of exciting. I don't know what that exactly entails, but excited. So let's get all of this charcoal off of it. And I don't know if that interests anybody. Maybe you're like, this person's crazy. They're into coins. But maybe you're like, that sounds cool. I'm going to check out my coins. You could have something worth value and you don't even know it. So I do encourage you to check out the coins. Look how ridiculous I look. I'm just gonna wipe off the rest. There's too much. Too much going on. Wipe, 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 wipe. Wipe, wipe, wipe. Okay. Now, to put on my nighttime face lotion. Nighttime face lotion. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. I still have some stuff on me in the machine. Need to wipe that off. Boop, 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 boop. So, thanks for joining me this week. I will catch you next week. Bye!